Hi, my name's Paul from LITH-TECH Mobility, and on today's video we're going to be talking about the LITH-TECH CARBON MT battery and charging protocol and the joystick display. Okay, so first of all, the joystick. Powering on the chair is nice and simple. We've got the round power button here, which we push down to turn on. It's really important that you give it a few seconds. Do you see that flashing there? We need to wait for the battery gauge to stop flashing so we know we're ready to go, ready to be used. Other things about the joystick display. So this battery gauge is exactly that, an indicator on how much battery charge you've got left. You'll see here, we've got 3 dashes. There's 5 dashes in total, which indicates fully charged battery. So this has had some battery drain. Once we get down to the last 2 bars, 1 to 2 bars, that's kind of your prompt for a recharge. On the right hand side in the green box here, you've got, it says gear 5. This is just like on the traditional joysticks, your speed level effectively. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 being the fastest speed, 1 being the slowest. In the bottom right hand corner, this indicates the total distance covered of the chair. The plus and the minus buttons are how you increase the gear level or the speed, minus obviously to decrease, plus to increase. We don't worry about these 2 arrow buttons. They're completely redundant and are actually used for programming protocol here at base. The button underneath the power button is the horn, slightly funkier on the upgraded model. And then of course you've got the joystick itself. The joystick being 3 times more sensitive at the tip than it is at the base. So the way we would always encourage you to hold the joystick is so that this sits between your thumb and first finger. The rest of your fingers wrap around the side of the joystick, so you're in a nice, firm, stable position, and then you can manipulate the joystick accordingly. Just to recap on the turning on of the screen, what you don't want to do, if we power off for a second, if I show you, if we power on again, and then before it stopped flashing, you're going to get an error code, and that means that the chair's not ready. It's not turned on, fully switched on and ready to be used. So you take your hand off, you wait for it, the battery bar to stop flashing, and then now we can use it, like so. All right. Next, we'll move on to charging. So you've got 2 ways of charging the chair. You can charge the battery on the chair through the joystick directly, through the charging portal, which is located underneath the joystick here. You'll see that the portal is actually a larger portal now, which makes it much less fiddly and much easier for you as a customer to be able to get the charging port into the portal. It becomes much more accessible when you raise the arm here. So you could obviously charge it if you wanted to low, or you can flip the armrest up and raise it, so that becomes far more easily accessible. Alternatively, you can charge the battery off of the chair. Now, to remove the battery from the chair, it's much easier to do it from a folded position. So I'm just going to walk you through the folding of the chair. So we'll stand side on. You've got the clip here, remembering this is an auto locking chair. So to fold, you want to push the top of the clip away from the chair, lean it forward very slightly, and then lean it up to fold together. You can fold the chair with the cushion on or off. For the purpose of this, I'm going to remove the cushion because it is a slightly sleeker, more compact fold. So remembering, pushing the clip away from the chair, leaning forward slightly, and then with 1 hand on the backrest, 1 hand on the seat, we're going to tilt it back and bring the chair together. With the arm folded down, that also mimics that more accessible position for the battery portal on the joystick. So you can charge the chair in an open or a folded position as well. Removing the battery, we want to open the footplate, and you've got a single battery here, clip under here, a nice handle to hold the battery. And so you're going to push in with 1 finger the clip and pull the battery straight up and out. The portal for charging the battery is located in this end here, and it's the exact same portal as we have on the joystick. So it'll be the same charger that you use with no adapter or anything. The end of the charger will plug straight in to here, like so. Exactly the same in the joystick. If I pop this down a sec, line up the 3 dots and then straight in like so. Easy peasy. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Okay, reconnecting the battery. Now, as you'll see, the battery, think of it like a train. We've kind of, think of the battery as your train, and this is a train track. To readjust, to put the battery back in, you're going to line up the train on the rails, and you want to make sure it's lined up perfectly, and then you're going to slide straight back down until you hear the click. I'll do that again just so you can hear the click, because you need to make sure that you hear the click so you know that the battery is fully connected. So line the train up on the inside of the rails, push down and click. Okay? One thing just to point out that I forgot on the joystick, we do actually have a USB port for things like charging your phone if you needed to. So quite a nice little feature, but just one thing to be aware of, any additional thing like that is going to add an additional drain to the battery, but the function is there should you need it. Okay, that's it for today's video. Thank you very much. We'll see you on the next one.